This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. Happy Friday. And you may have noticed that there's sort of a red theme going on with Pete and I tonight. And no, it's not just because we enjoy coordinating our outfits every day. As of today, Northern Light Health is going red for American Heart Month.
That's right. They say by glowing red all month, they hope to inspire everyone in the community to develop heart-healthy habits and be alert to the early warning signs of heart disease. A great cause there. And moving on to our top story tonight, an hours-long police standoff in Brewer ended with an arrest this afternoon. At around 1:20 p.m., Brewer police responded to a call about a road rage incident in which a witness reported that a gun had been displayed. That led police to stop a vehicle on Rinfret Drive off Eastern Ave. Police say the driver of that vehicle was not cooperative.
The individual was completely non-compliant. So we made a plan. We were subsequently able to take him into custody at this point. We had to, for the safety of people in the area, had to shut down traffic for a short time.
Moffitt says no one was injured during the incident. Brewer PD was assisted by Holden Police, Bangor Police, and the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office.
Well, a student could be facing charges after a threat was posted on social media. At approximately 12:30, the Bangor Police Department got a call from the FBI National Threat Operations Center about a threat of violence directed at Bangor High School, potentially by a student. Bangor Police Detective Lieutenant Brent Bollier says the threat had been posted on social media, and soon after it was discovered the device used to make it was geolocated within Bangor High School. Officers and detectives went to the school, and Bollier says a student was identified as being responsible for that post. There was no actual danger for the faculty or students, but the matter is still under investigation, and Bollier says any potential criminal charges are pending.
Maine will be getting $1.8 million as part of a national settlement with a marketing firm for its role in the opioid epidemic. Attorney General Aaron Fry making the announcement this afternoon. He says court filings describe how Publicis contributed to the crisis by helping Purdue Pharma and other opioid manufacturers market and sell their drugs. Attorney General Fry says in the terms of the settlement, Publicis recognized the harm its conduct caused, and the agreement gives the hardest hit communities more financial support for treatment and recovery. Maine Attorney General Aaron Fry says, quote, Publicis worked to ensure that Purdue's products ended up in more hands, addicting more of our citizens. It profited off of the opioid crisis we now face, and today we are holding them accountable to pay for these harms, end quote.
Well, history has been made in Augusta this afternoon as Brigadier General Diane Dunn officially assumed command of the Maine National Guard.
Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard is at Camp Chamberlain and has more. Good evening, Corey.
Good evening, Beth and Peter. That's right. Major General Doug Farnham has officially relinquished command to Brigadier General Diane Dunn. Now, prior to the change of responsibilities ceremony, General Dunn spoke about what it means to be the first female adjutant general, where history has its eyes on her.
I've always tried to diminish the first title, but with the fact that someone has to be first, and it is historic, I think it's an opportunity to then communicate to a wider audience of the opportunities that exist for everyone.
The change of responsibilities ceremony is a time-honored tradition in military history. Brigadier General Diane Dunn is taking over command of the Maine National Guard from Major General Doug Farnham, who's been Maine's Adjutant General for the past 8 years.
I mean, it has been such an honor and a privilege to be able to be the Adjutant General for the state of Maine, and mostly because you're representing so many incredible people that have made the commitment to serve and the decision to serve.
During the ceremony, which was combined with General Farnham's retirement ceremony, a video message was played by Senator Susan Collins, passing along her congratulations to both generals. Senator Angus King attended the ceremony in person and echoed the senior senator's sentiments.
The retirement of General Farnham, Doug Farnham, who has served the National Guard in the country for 40 years and really had a very distinguished career, but at the same time, the transition to our first female adjutant general, who's also served the country for a long time. And it was a great moment, and I think very touching and powerful to see them literally hand the flag to one another to symbolize the transfer of responsibility.
And now, Beth and Peter, it's no secret that the Maine National Guard has struggled in the past with their handling of sexual assault and sexual harassment cases. General Dunn says that there's been a lot of work done in the past year by General Farnham. She looks forward to continuing that work. Live at Camp Chamberlain, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, thank you, Corey. Meanwhile, a pilot program may help some homeowners pay for damage caused during the storms and flooding that took place in December. Earlier this week, President Joe Biden approved the state of Maine's request for a major disaster declaration for 10 counties that experienced extensive flooding, power outages, and property damage. Homeowners with low incomes in those counties are now eligible for grants and loans through the USDA Rural Development's 504 Home Repair Pilot Program. The program offers home repair loans for up to 20 years at 1% interest. Debt refinancing and reimbursement may be possible for costs incurred as a result of the storm. Funding can also be used for moving a mobile home from one site to another. The maximum grant loan is more than $40,000. For more information or to apply, you can contact the local USDA Rural Development Office. That number 207-990-9100. And there is also an email address as well. Look for that story on our website.
With the primary election almost a month away, we asked Maine's Secretary of State if there are any changes voters should be aware of before they cast their ballots this year.
There are 3 new things going into effect this year. 1, semi-open primaries where unenrolled voters can vote in the primary election. They can choose the ballot of their choice. 2, we have online voter registration. If you're not registered to vote, you can update or register to vote online. And 3, if you're an absentee voter, you always vote absentee, and you're a senior or someone with disabilities, you can fill out an application to always have that ballot mailed to you in the future.
Bellows wants to remind us that absentee ballots will be accepted starting on February 5th. You can hand the ballots into your local or your town or city clerk's office. You can mail them in or place them in the absentee ballot box in your town.
Well, last month, Waterville became the first city in Maine to formally support the expansion of passenger rail service, and 2 other Maine cities have now followed suit. Our David Ledford has the details.
The Waterville, Lewiston, and Bangor city councils recently voted to support a bill to extend the use of passenger trains in Maine.
All those in favor?
LD 860 would identify railroad lines running from Portland to Bangor as a major corridor and fund a study to determine the feasibility of expanding passenger rail service. Advocates say the benefits of the expansion would go beyond transportation.
Passenger trains bring significant economic development to the station sites that they stop in, but it also, passenger trains do deal with the congestion and the serious impacts of transportation on the environment.
However, the Maine DOT says there could be issues with the project, citing high costs and potentially low ridership. Their own study from last year reads in part, quote, "Given the relatively low transit demand, low population densities, high capital and operating costs, low climate and equity benefits, and extensive transportation needs statewide, Maine DOT has determined that it would be imprudent to continue the study of extending passenger rail to Bangor at this time." The service would run between Portland, Lewiston, Auburn, Waterville, and Bangor.
Our interest is getting Downeastern Amtrak service up into these central Maine cities.
Those in favor of expanding passenger rail service are planning to take the issue to the Senate.
There's a divided report on this that's going to go to the Senate floor at some point. Myself and other senators intend to try to pass this in the Senate, hopefully in the next couple weeks, but it's not going to be an uphill fight.
In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people could benefit from the expansion.
Yeah,
of
I
the
think there are a lot of potential benefits, and maybe there's low demand now, but that's because maybe the service has never been offered.
Exactly, and as someone who travels to New Hampshire a lot, it would be super helpful personally, yeah.
Well, my mother's afraid of flying, and the drive here is, almost a full day for my parents from Pennsylvania, so having an alternative like that would be invaluable.
Yeah, sounds cool. All right, looking outdoors now today, we've been kind of saying mild all week since that first initial blast of cold, and it's been continuing again.
Yeah, a little gray out there today, though. Let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Friday. The groundhog did not see its shadow this morning, so that would imply an early spring. I know for lots of you, that is great news, right? But today, not so bad. High temperatures back up near 35 here in Bangor, 37 for Bar Harbor. A comfortable day, lots of clouds in there as well. Tomorrow's going to be less cloudy, but cooler temperatures are moving in. So partly cloudy skies out there now, but overall, we have increasing clouds tonight. And then tomorrow night, we'll have those clear skies again, and that will give us that radiational cooling and temperatures in the teens for lows tomorrow night. It's going to be a cool one tonight, though, just in case. If you're heading out later on this evening, please be careful. All right, also in here is a small craft advisory for winds picking up this evening and through tomorrow. We could see wind gusts near 30 miles per hour. Our forecast overnight, looking at lots of clouds out there. It's a partly cloudy skies, low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast coming up. Beth and Peter.
All righty, Jeff, thanks so much. Coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, Main Street Skowhegan's Business Lab is looking for eager entrepreneurs. We'll tell you what you need to know.
And our Doug Banks takes to Korea Lobster Co-op for what should be the slow part of the season, but that's not what they're seeing. Stay with us.
The most important thing is family. AAA shares the same family values. For over 100 years, AAA has been providing legendary service and has helped what it values most, its members. Join our family, and you could save on your auto insurance policy with our competitive pricing. Just like family, we offer you our support when you need it, whether it's questions about your policy or with our most trusted roadside assistance service. Visit AAA.com/insurance and find out how much you could save.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, 3 Point Road in Brewer.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Brandywine Graphics, Coastal Auto Parts, Complete Tire Service, Disconnected Tattoo and Art Company, Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, and Whitney's Family Supermarket.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Main Street Skowhegan is looking for eager entrepreneurs to be part of its 2024 Business Lab and Pitch Competition. It's a free 8-week program ending with a pitch contest featuring a $5,000 grand prize, with the runner-up receiving $1,000. The goal is to provide resources to local entrepreneurs to help them start and grow their businesses, not only in Skowhegan but across the state. Topics covered include project management, finance and profitability, and risk management.
We really want to instill the importance and the value of being able to pitch your business, gain those public speaking skills, and be able to be confident in approaching others in speaking to what work you're doing.
Any new or experienced entrepreneur is welcome to apply. Main Street Skowhegan is accepting applications through March 8th. They can be found on skowheganentrepreneurship.com. The class meets weekly Wednesdays in person from 5:30 to 8:30.
For a lobster co-op, this time of year is considered not an off-season, but rather a slow season. That isn't the case, though, for Korea Lobster Co-op, even though the January 10th storm destroyed a large part of their infrastructure. Our Doug Banks takes us there.
Fast action by the hardworking Korea Lobster Co-op crew allows fishermen to keep docking on their wharf after it was severely damaged by the January 10th storm.
It only took us a couple days to figure out a way to be operational.
The co-op is now on the search for applicable grants and funding, as their insurance provider, Liberty, is now bringing in an engineer to assess the damage. Stanley estimates the total cost of damages will be upwards of $300,000.
Had they been able to fish that extra week, that's just a few more £1,000 we could gain.
With walls caved in, a metal ramp vanished, ripped away from a wharf that, while usable, remained splintered, forcing them to change their operations, slowing efficiency, and amounting an estimated $45,000 loss in income so far.
We have to get repaired. I mean, we have to be able to get our machinery down into that building before June, July rolls around.
Earlier this week, President Biden announced the December 18th storm as a major disaster. Emima State's federal funding efforts are underway for those affected by the January 10th and 13th storms.
I never thought that that could happen to us here, something like that. But that just shows you, it was powerful.
In Korea, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Still so many communities still trying to pick up the pieces.
Just reeling.
Yeah.
I think, pictures do somewhat justice to what happened, but, going there and seeing it for yourself, it's just so apparent, the impact. And here's hoping that the money starts flowing sooner rather than later so those folks can repair what they need to.
Absolutely. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, our Devin Dagnall introduces us to a man dubbed the Maine Plates Guy, who's got a collection quite like anything you've ever seen.
And in sports, Nokomis boys basketball is proving the doubters wrong, one game at a time. How they feel their best is yet to come. That story coming up.
Your financial goals may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy.
Plan your future with Warren Financial.
What's happening at the Penobscot Ice Arena?
Youth hockey leagues. Public skating. Stick and puck. Birthday party.
Adult hockey leagues.
Frozen Friday laser light skate.
Lace up your skates today at Penobscot Ice Arena in Brewer. For more info, visit penobscoticearena.org.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Your financial goals may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy.
Plan your future with Warren Financial.
Now
Now, with so much on the line, more Americans are turning to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight than any other newscast across all of television.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to start today with some football news. The NFL draft is getting closer and closer as we speak, and we haven't heard of a GM hire from the Pats yet. Don't know if that's an if or when situation, but the coordinator roles have been filled. We mentioned earlier in the week that DeMarcus Covington was promoted to defensive coordinator. He's been with New England for 7 seasons, and he's worked with the D-line and the outside linebackers. Filling that special teams coordinator role will be Jeremy Springer. He comes to New England after 2 years of being a special teams assistant with the Rams. He spent 8 seasons before that in college, including 4 seasons as a special teams coordinator in the NCAA. And then for the offense, Alex Van Pelt will be running things. He spent 9 years as an NFL quarterback and then the last 20 as an NFL assistant, most recently as the offensive coordinator for the Browns for the last 4 seasons. All right, looking forward to see what they can do with this roster. Let's move to some basketball now. After an early exit last year, Nokomis boys hoops were picked to be near the bottom of this year's tournament bracket in Class A North, but with every game, they are proving their doubters wrong. Ryan Sudol has more in our Hardwood Spotlight.
Everyone thought we were 8th seed, but we like to prove people wrong, I guess.
The 8th seed. Try the 4 seed. Nokomis boys basketball is once again near the top of A North.
We always have that in the back of our mind. People kind of thought of us as underdogs to start. I mean, we're all just kind of playing with a chip on our shoulders.
And the Warriors knew they'd exceed expectations. Perhaps people forgot that they still have 3 players left over from the 2022 state title team.
That's a testament to having really, really good senior leadership. Having kids that still really have that basketball DNA still around, leading our basketball program.
Or perhaps it's the fact they have a new head coach in Josh Grant. Well, barely new. He's been coaching nearly all these kids from the time they were in grade school.
I wouldn't want to ask for a better coach than him. He's amazing. Even if you don't even play, he works them as hard as he can.
To bring that same level of basketball IQ that he has and kind of the same style of play that we've grown up playing with, I think is a big advantage for us.
On the floor, the Warriors' top strength is on defense, allowing just around 50 points a game. That certainly hasn't changed over from last season.
Some nights you might not play very well offensively, but if you can always play defense and you can always rebound, you give yourself a chance to win.
We believe that no one's going to out-rebound us, no one's going to outplay us, and if we keep this rolling, our defense will go quite a way.
Since starting 6-2, the Warriors are just 3-4, but they've picked up 2 wins against 2-seed Messalotski, and they are confident that as the tournament draws near, the best is yet to come.
To beat the best, we got to be the best. We're just pushing every day to win and win hopefully these last 3 games before playoff come.
As everyone knows, anything can happen in February, so anyone can beat anyone, so we're looking forward to it.
In Newport, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Excited to see how that region shapes out. That is all the time we have for sports right now. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. Let's talk about temperatures. Cooler air is on the way. Not so much tonight, more so tomorrow night, and also on Sunday, with some high temperatures mostly in the 20s around here. Today, a bit warmer, 35 here in Bangor today, 37 Bar Harbor, 33 for Millinocket. So, it's comfortable, above average temperatures for us today, but like I said, cooler temperatures are on the way. We'll get a taste of the cool stuff, but not the really cold stuff. That will stay far to our north, really this week into next. And then overall, a warming trend after the weekend. We'll get back probably near 40 or so by the middle portions of next week. But so until then, though, some cooler temperatures are on the way for tonight, tomorrow, and for Sunday. And here is the really cool stuff right up here, but that's going to stay there for now. We're going to keep that locked in the Arctic, and that will keep it there, and thus no real cold stuff for us anytime soon. There will be some cloud cover, though, and here's the problem with this. We have a system here and a system way up here. Between the two, we're going to squeeze the air beginning really tonight, and that's going to give us a really gusty north wind probably for tonight and throughout the day tomorrow and also on Sunday. And that's going to give us feel-like temperatures. So air temperatures in the 20s, but feel-like temperatures likely near zero. So it's going to be kind of a cool weekend around here with several systems out there, a jet stream up here. Between the two, we're going to squeeze the air at the surface, thus giving us that gusty wind across our area. Right now, the winds out of the north around 10 to 15 miles per hour sustained. We're getting a few gusts near 20 out there tonight. And then tomorrow, we could see wind gusts near 30 pretty much at any given time tomorrow night, and Sunday. So a very windy weekend is on deck for us around here. And here's our favorite, a small craft advisory for wave heights out here approaching 10 to 15 feet by midday tomorrow. Okay, our forecast is looking at lots of clouds out there this evening. Look for low temperatures down near 19. A bit breezy as well. That north wind could gust near 25 overnight tonight. For tomorrow, partly cloudy and still windy. High temperatures struggling to get out of the 20s tomorrow. You're going to feel that, but we're going to have that north wind gusting near 30, making that 29 feel much colder throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows the story, right? 29 tomorrow and probably 30 on Sunday. It could be a stretch, though, with low temperatures in the teens here. And then same thing for Monday, 28, Tuesday, 31, lots of sunshine. It begins to get a little bit warmer for us on Wednesday, but not much. Overall, a cool stretch of weather is on the way. Beth and Peter.
Yeah, the high's not looking too bad, but you know, those overnight lows, they've definitely taken a little dip.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing we're not used to.
Alrighty, well, there's still more to come, folks. Stay with us.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. CEM specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. Whether you need help with older construction, new build-outs, or electrical services, CEM has you covered. CEM is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Center Theater, Guilford Hardware, Kimball Insurance, McCusick Petroleum, Piscataquis County Collision, and Rowell's Garage and Car Wash.
Welcome to the Orono Arcade, your local, affordable destination. We want to provide you with the best experience we can without costing a small fortune. Our ever-popular 9-hole blacklight mini golf course is a huge attraction. Plus, we have the best arcade video games to choose from, including both modern and retro games. We have weeknight specials consisting of... We look forward to seeing you soon at the Orono Arcade.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you.
Tonight, honoring the soldiers killed in Jordan as their bodies are returned home. Plus, tracking heavy rain, wind, and snow, and a new storm on the way. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally tonight, a downtown shopping staple in Bangor could be closing its doors for good. Rebecca's just wrapped their 39th Christmas season. They opened in 1985 on Central Street, and after multiple expansions, they moved to their current Main Street storefront. The store is now on the market as they're looking to sell it rather than close entirely. But they say closing is possible. The owners say they truly love and appreciate the clientele they've developed over the years and have carried a wide variety of merchandise to cater to all types of customers, from local regulars to tourists who just keep coming back.
They can be from Texas, California, or wherever, and they'll tell us, we'll see you next year, you know. So, yeah, we have a very dedicated, and the local people that have been coming here, the same thing. They're very dedicated to the store, and there's a reason we've been here for all that time, and without really good, dedicated customers, we wouldn't be.
Big U says they've watched a lot of positive growth and change come to downtown Bangor. They will be open for at least a few more months. He says they appreciate all the love and support they've been receiving.
It'd be neat if they could find a way to stick around and again maybe transfer ownership instead of closing the doors. It's such a flagship part of the downtown shopping scene, so you'd like to see that legacy continue and maybe be a new chapter for someone else.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've certainly seen their success over the decades. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for us. From everybody here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.